Hey, what's up out there, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, bringing you these hits, high intensity training, and today shall be no different. But before I do, please like, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit that bell twice because this channel can be the bridge from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. Yep, I am so excited about the one today. Lessons from the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Yeah, the motivational teacher to the masses has been all into The Last Dance. I saw episode 1, it sparked my interest. Episode 10, it's like, man, I'm off the chains, pumped up because I love seeing and witnessing greatness. My question to you are you committed to greatness? I remember watching when they showed the story of little Michael Jordan in North Carolina when he was cut from his junior varsity basketball team. So you mean to tell me, motivational teacher to the masses, that greatness can be born out of grief? I just broke bread. Can you mean to tell me, motivational teacher to the masses, my greatest setback can be my greatest setup? We don't know if we have the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, if he was not cut from his junior varsity basketball team. My question is to you, how do you face adversity? Do you meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same? DP, holler at your boy. Give me two imposters, triumph and disaster, baby. We meet them and we treat them the same. If you're going to be the best at whatever God has created you to be, you can't get too high and you can't get too low. You got to understand that there's greatness already on the inside of you. Even when that coach told Michael Jordan and he posted his name on the door of the people that had been cut, even when Michael Jordan saw his name, he didn't see that as the end, he saw it as the beginning. I am about to break bread. He saw it as a journey that I'm just beginning to become the greatest of all time. He wasn't highly recruited. No, he wasn't. He wasn't high. He didn't have scholarships all across the country. Mike was a project because he was from North Carolina. And North Carolina brought him in as a project, not knowing that the guy had the work out of gold, not knowing that the guy is obsessed with greatness. Boy, I'm about to break bread. 4 keys, 4 life lessons from the greatest of all time. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be obsessed with greatness. This world is filled with a bunch of average people. It's filled with a bunch of mediocrity. You have to wage war on mediocrity. You have to be obsessed with greatness. Whatever that gift, whatever that talent you have on the inside of you, God never sent anything to this earth without having a purpose for it. Whatever your purpose is in your life, you gotta be obsessed with seeing it through. Yeah, I said, there's a place where you can have a great family life. There's a place where you can have a great marriage. There's a place where you can have more money at the end of the month. But that price is going to cost you something. What are you willing to pay for greatness? What are you willing to give of yourself for greatness? What are you willing to, ladies and gentlemen, it's called supply and demand. It's called cause and effect. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a healthy price tag for greatness. And we saw Mike put in hours and hours and work. Disney wanted Mike to come out and make Space Jam. Mike agreed to go make Space Jam, but Mike said, I'm obsessed with my greatness in basketball. If I'm going to make this movie, yeah. And he made the movie. He said, I'm going to need a workout facility. I'm going to need workout bikes. I'm going to need weights so I can lift. I'm going to need a facility so I can invite people in to come and practice. Yeah, I can't rob from Peter to pay Paul. Mike understood that his greatness was tied up in his gift from the beginning. I just got to work myself. I got to keep myself working. See, most of you all, yeah, I'm going to break bread. Most of you all think I'm talented. Yeah, I'm talented in this area. I got it going on. Ladies and gentlemen, obsession will defeat talent every day of the week. Obsession will grind, will demolish talent every day of the week. We're like a fine diamond being pressed right now. Understand that you gotta fall in love with it. You gotta understand that you've been gifted in that area. Obsession is mandatory if you're gonna reach the top of anything. If you choose to be other thing than average, obsession is a part of the process, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 from the GOAT. Number 2, life lessons from the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. Number 2, give yourself to it. Boy, I just broke bread. If you give yourself to it, it will give itself back to you. Good measures pressed down and shaken together. And and only your it is between you and your creator. Your it is like a fish in the water. Everything about the fish, the fins, the tail, everything about the fish is made to be extraordinary in the water. And see, your it is an agreement between you and your creator. He gave it to you, and you have to agree to it. What I love about Mike's story, Mike did not start out on top of the mountain. It was a grind to get there. It was a grind for I heard Dean Smith, Mike stayed in hours and hours after practice, the first in the gym, the last out the gym. He gave himself to it. He believed that there was more on the inside of you, and your work. I'm about to break bread. Work without faith is impossible. In order to see what God has already given you, you have to be willing to work it out. Boy, I just broke bread. It's already dormant on the inside of you. Until you're willing to go to the gym when you're tired, and when you're frustrated, when you feel like you can't go, you can never manifest it. Give yourself to it, and it will give itself back to you. Number 3, yeah, this is my favorite. You got to embrace your haters. Motivational teacher to the masses, break bread. You have to embrace your haters. You understanding that your last year is your last dance, and you understand that the owners and the GM, they want to bring greatness back together. We've won 6. Why not let us defend 7? Nope. Sometimes your own haters can be the one in your department. Sometimes your own haters could be the one in your own household. Sometimes your haters should be the one pulling for you. I don't choose my haters, but I don't go down and chase my haters either. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm on a collision. I'm on a pathway with greatness. I can't come down off my mountain to defend myself to somebody who's standing at the base of the mountain. I've climbed too far. I've put too many hours in to be distracted by the little gnats that's flying around my ear. There's greatness on the inside of us. Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. We have to learn how to embrace the hate. Bring the hate on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have haters, you ain't thinking big enough. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have haters, you ain't working hard enough. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have haters, you probably average. If you're going through life and people not pointing you out of the lineup saying why they think they better than everybody, why they work so hard, why they go so hard, why they take this so serious, if that's not you, then you are disqualified for greatness. I just broke bread. I'm talking about life lessons from the GOAT. Yep, the last dance. He had haters all around him, teammates, the owner, the GM, but they went out and they took care of business. Mike led them to that championship. Why? Because I put too much work in. When you put the work in, when you put the work in and you grinded all those hours, you feel obligated. That after I've sown the seed to reap the harvest. I just broke bread. And last but not least, yeah, Mike is the greatest of all time. Yep, 6 championships. Yep, a lot of MVPs. Defensive player of the year. Yep, greatest of all time. Number 4. Yep, you got to see it through. You have to see it through. Mike said in the beginning that I wanted to come here to Chicago and bring championships to this city. He said it in the moment where they haven't had any championships. They were sorry and they sucked. They weren't good. They didn't have a good coaching staff. They didn't have a good front office. Everything about the Bulls at the moment when they drafted Michael Jordan said they sucked. But Mike said I wanted to bring championships to the city. My question to you, where in your life do you want to bring championships? I know championships is metaphoric, but where do you want to win? Maybe right now you have sickness in your body and you want to get the sickness out your body. Maybe you need to start drinking more water and eating better. That's bringing championships to your body. Maybe right now in your bank account, you don't have enough money at the end of the month. Maybe you need to bring championships to your bank account. Yeah. You got to speak to it before you see it. You got to see it on the inside before you see it on the outside. You got to be willing to do the work when the lights are off. You got to be willing to grind when everybody else is going home. You got to be willing to stay in the gym when everybody else is partying. You got to be willing to do the things that others will not do in order to get the things that you want out your life. Les Brown said, if you always do what's easy, your life is going to be hard. But if you do what's hard, your life can be easy. Life lessons from the GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to change our life. It's time to switch this thing from neutral to drive twice, drive square. There's a destiny, there's goals, there's dreams, and at the end of your life, just like it was at Mike, maybe your goal is not 6 championships, but I can tell you this, there's a call on your life for greatness. And I'm challenging you right now to wage war on mediocrity and answer that call. This is the motivational teacher to the masses. I'm asking you, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It can be the bridge from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. Ring that bell twice so you get this fresh bread as it's being broken. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.